The Four Beardsmen of Bookpocalypse. The Four.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey,
We went
how we
live. First time.
Oh,
Well done, DB.
Press the right buttons.
not necessarily in the right order.
Hi, everyone. We're the Four Beardsmen, the Bookpocalypse. We're joined by Jeff Speight, a.k.a. Caster Troy.
Hey,
Jeff,
Yeah.
you have a new book that's just come out.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
So yeah, God Ascended. You got your copy there. Charlie has his copy. Third book in the Archives of Evelium, finishing up the story arc of our fearless half-orc paladin Umar the Peacebreaker as he tries to save his world from all kinds of nasty things. So excited to have it out. Excited to have completed the trilogy, and so far it's off to a good start.
Yeah, it's excellent. A wonderful end to a great trilogy for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much.
Are you wondering just what the hell to do with yourself now you finished the trilogy?
I'll tell you one thing. The one thing that I said is that I'm not going to do another trilogy right away. It's a commitment. So I think I'll do a couple standalones or something like that, and
Nice.
see where it takes me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Three standalones that merged together into an accidental trilogy.
Become a dichotomy.
Yeah.
That's the way.
As always, we're joined by myself, Tom Bookbeard. We have DB Rook, Ozzy Rob, Charlie Cavendish, and David Jugs Liss. We're doing some RPG for you today. I'm generally looking forward to this one because I think it's going to be crazy. As always, we don't know the stats. They're made up on the fly. If anyone wants to do anything, then we get them to tell a real life story and then assign a made up stat. Everyone all good on the rules, and everyone ready?
Or the rules or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof. Listen, I want to. I've got based on these stories that we've told in past missions, I have a juggling skill of 20, despite being a semi-retired professional full contact juggler. Performing skill of 45. This is out of 100. AK-47 skill of 50. And a sound engineer 60. So that's pretty good. Golf club 40, which that's my central minus the AK-47. Golf club is my weapon.
I've still got my AK-47, which I...
Yeah, right. I was going to ask if we...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, not putting that baby down, but supported by my other weapon of choice, which is the iron lint roller.
Iron lint roller.
Yeah, which is still with me. And I'm not afraid to use it. So
Beautiful.
what's that?
I'm packing quite a few weapons, it seems. I've got the AK-47, I've got a bow, I've got an axe, and as of last time, I've got a shiny new revolver.
Oh, that's right.
Which I think I might kind of hang in my beard. Just have it hanging in front of me rather than holster it.
This is a good segue into Jeff telling us about the Caster Troy character he's rolled up.
Yeah. So Caster Troy, obviously an alias for this beautiful world that we're living in. He is a very good-looking individual. You're going to meet him wearing a linen suit and Ferragamo loafers and a open collar Hawaiian shirt. And over his shoulder is going to be slung a pillowcase, which is going to have Nicolas Cage's face on it. And it says, "See you in my dreams." And inside that pillowcase is a 10-pound weight that he's been using to keep himself safe. And in his other hand is an obviously empty coffee mug, also with Nicolas Cage's face all over it, that he sips out of from time to time, even though he has no beverage. So you can infer from there what Castor Troy thought was most important in his life.
I'm going to take its face
Off.
Well, without further ado, let's see what happens. We return to the small seaside resort of Ferris Hollow, now completely free of alien woodlouse creatures. And unfortunately, Tommy and Gina have not recovered from their mauling, so there'll be no more Bon Jovi puns in this session.
It's a shame.
No.
Or will there? Cleanup's gone okay. Yeah, you've scrubbed down all of the fair attractions. The Helter Skelter is now running nicely again, and the big wheel is now fully operational and not spewing out horrible alien bug creatures. As you know, the town mayor was horribly killed. People who ran all of the attractions and the rides were killed. The person who maintained the Ferris wheel was also killed. In fact, the only person left alive was the very large, hulking, skinhead guard who didn't say very much in the last session. He stuck around. His name is Mateusz. He keeps to himself for the most part, but he has a very large collection of guns, and he's been very interested in your AK-47s. About a few days ago, Castor Troy showed up into the camp. Castor Troy, were you looking for anything in particular in Ferris Hollow, or you just fancied a ride or two?
Just wandering through, checking out, looking for good people to maybe team up with. Nothing too specific.
Nice. So it's a pretty lazy day. You've done all the cleanup now. Ferris Hollow is starting to look like a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. You're all milling around. You just had breakfast. You polished the guns, or the Nicolas Cage sack of weight. And Mateusz wanders up to you, fairly cool-like, and just sits himself down on the bench where you've all finished eating. He sort of picks at his, looks like, black leather jacket and just clears his throat. We have a minor logistical problem.
Which is?
Well, firstly, the entire population of Ferris Hollow has been slaughtered. You might say we have more than one minor logistical problems. That is number one. Number two, we had the arrangement with local farmers.
Oh, no.
Two of them up the road. They kept Ferris Hollow supplied with meat, with crops, so that we can eat. I've noticed that their shipments have stopped coming. Now, we've got a little bit of food left over at the moment, but unless you guys want to be living off of very, very old irradiated candy floss, I need somebody to go and check on the farms and make sure they honor our arrangement.
Nice.
It could potentially be more than a one-man job. Perhaps the four of you could take care of it for.
Guess we're going to the farm, boys.
That's
I'm getting kind of stir crazy anyway, so
Yeah. I say we go for it.
do we need to bring any money with us or payment?
You shouldn't have to bring money. Just remind them that we have a deal. And if that's a problem, we'll tell them that Mateusz will be having a word.
Cool.
Yep. You can do that. How far is this farm?
Yeah, about a 3-hour walk. Do you guys go? You've been eating candy floss for too long. Stretch your legs, enjoy the scenery.
I love the scenery.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember if we had a vehicle of any sort. I guess we're just walking, aren't we?
Yeah.
You had a vehicle a long, long time ago.
Yeah, we did. It was kind of treacherous
for a few sessions. I think it's still doing donuts around the encampment. Of all the
Matt's still in that one.
He's still drifting around, having a well of a time.
Good. Now I wonder, have we got? Is there any equipment you could lend us for this country venture?
There's 2 farmers. What sort of equipment do you need?
Mateusz, who's our contact over there we should be looking for?
So there are 2 farms you need to check out. One is run by Old Man Hog. That is Harris Follow Farm. The other, a few more minutes up the road from Hog, is Old Man Barnes. And his farm is the John Bovey Farm. You can see them in whatever order you like. But, they're both farmers. Not very exciting people. But they do some nice wheat, nice crops, nice vegetables.
Mateusz, so I got this correct. Old Man Hog. and Old Man Barnes.
You got it.
Okay.
Judge, you look at me like I have no idea what's going on in this place. Do you have any idea of how long I've been in Ferris Hollow?
Listen, you're doing a great job. We're happy to help.
Yeah.
I am just
Not many young guys are starting farms these days, you know.
Yeah.
This is true.
in the post-apocalypse. Not that many.
And those
Hard
who
to find
are
reliable help.
to increase their credibility, they go ahead and adopt the first name Old Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the chances? Barnes isn't even that old. He's 31. Crazy.
Okay, guys, I say we hit up Harris Fallow. I'm looking for a pun.
Yeah, let's roll.
I've had about as much John Bovey as for the moment.
Anything you want to accomplish in Ferris Hollow equipment-wise? Any actions you want to do before you leave, or you guys want to hit the road?
I wonder if we might need some ammunition.
I think our guns have unlimited ammo.
In that case, let's roll.
Is there anything like a firework that you can fire off if we need to get back quick?
You asking Mateusz to fire off a firework, or you want to take some firework?
If you've got anything, no, for Mateusz, in case we need to get back. Is there any warning system?
I could do a warning system if you'd like. What do you want? Fireworks?
Yeah, let's have some fireworks.
Yeah,
Better to have than not need.
And sparklers.
And sparklers for the boys.
Yeah, Aussie Rob loves sparklers.
At the first sign of trouble, Mateusz will run around outside Ferris Hollow with sparklers, huh?
Hey.
I'm so glad you guys brought a case. Fine. I'll watch the place. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, let's take off.
Let's say that. Are we talking? Is it morning now?
You just had breakfast. Yeah, it's right about 11 in the morning.
The sun is high.
The sun is high in the very red, blood-colored sky, and the four of you leave. Castor Troy, it's at this stage where you feel a strange tickling sensation in your cheeks, in your chin, and your moustache.
I usually keep myself clean shaven and ready for action, so it's an odd feeling for sure. Yeah.
It is indeed. It's like the radiation of the wasteland is starting to really kick in on the way to the farms, and I'm going to ask you to roll a d20.
All right. 9.
9. Oh. You have gained a mutant beard power, and it is the Medusa beard.
Ooh.
Enough is enough. I've had it with these motherfucking beard snakes on this motherfucking beard plane. Nice. That's kind of all I had in mind for the Medusa beard. I'll let you run with it and decide what it actually does. But guys, maybe don't look at Castor Troy directly for the rest of the session.
But he's so pretty. I miss him already.
It's the perfect combination.
It kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't look away.
Handsome face with just snakes.
I just want to look at that handsome face again, but I can't.
Perfect. The eyes are up here kind of face.
The eyes are all down here.
Yeah, so you guys soon come to terms with the fact Castor Troy has now sprouted snakes from his face, and have a very pleasant walk through the wasteland towards the direction of the farms. You're going to Harris Follow first.
Yeah.
Wise decision. The walk itself is uneventful. Like you see a few oversized tarantulas and scorpions, but they're too far away to really notice you or really trouble you to try and eat you whole this time. The scenery itself is pretty drab. Everything's just waste. Irradiated landscapes. The ground is dry, brown, and cracked. Very little, if any, life anywhere. Most buildings you walk past are crumbling. Some are still glowing a little bit green. Eventually, you come to a sign that says Harris Follow Farm. The farm itself is, when you get those children's books and they have like the big red barn, really cutesy animals running around. It's like the perfect wheat field. This is that. The other thing that you do see, which is not like a kid's book, is 4 humongous plasma turrets, which are all now trained on you. There's like one turret on each corner of the farm, I will say, but all of the sort of plasma guns themselves have turned from their various standings and are focused on you. What do you guys do?
I'm going to stop advancing first and foremost. I'm going to use my 2 out of 10 intelligence to stop and do my,
Hands up.
show my hands.
At which point I walked straight into the back of Jugs because I really wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I stopped.
And I hold up my Nicolas Cage pillowcase.
Yeah. I think you ought to.
So that I come in peace.
Can I ask, are the turrets, they're not manned by pigs, are they?
Perception check.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I might know this.
Pissed off pigs who look like they have seen some shit. One of them has like a cigar, like a tin hat.
Yeah.
Smoke wisping up the sky.
So I'll put down my bacon sandwich. They may not appreciate that. I don't know. In the past, the pair of dancers got us out of scrapes. Maybe I can do a sort of
That's right.
a welcome dance just to
Oh, God.
show that we mean no harm.
Starting off crazy.
So Aussie Rob puts down his bacon sandwich. You just put it down on the ground, or does it just drop from your mouth? Like,
I sort of nonchalantly chuck it over my shoulder, and I hope no one notices.
and you're dancing for the 4 plasma turret Manning pigs.
Yeah. Just so that
Please describe what sort of dance Aussie Rob performs.
well, it's harking back to his ballroom dancing days, and so it just begins a sort of slow sort of waltz, sort of gesturing to each of the towers in a sort of spiritual flowing way, just to sort of say, hey, we come in peace, welcome. That sort of good vibes. Definitely not bacon related.
And yeah, I whisper to him, "Don't dance like a wolf."
Yeah. And I resist the urge to huff and puff, but just
Good idea.
Just flow and sort of wave the beard around a little bit, just to sort of arms one way, beard the other way, sort of intersperse, that sort of thing.
Yeah, nice. Roll for it. Let's see what happens. I think you had a dancing skill already.
I think I did. Well, I suppose it comes down to dexterity, which isn't great, but I had a 3 for dexterity. But if we want to use that, that's probably.
Did you not have a dance skill last time? I thought you did.
Did he establish one?
Like you did.
I think I probably did, but I didn't write it down.
We'll attribute that to your intelligence.
Do a normal skill check, and you can add your dex to it.
Okay, cool. So
from it, I should say.
No, sorry. Aussie Rob's just finding his dice app. That's 100. Okay, I got a 50.
Okay.
And what dexterity of 3, so.
So 47. The good news is you're not melted into a glowing yellow-green puddle.
That's a win.
That is a win.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that the plasma turrets have diverted their attention. The pigs just seem a bit bemused. I'm not going to lie.
I'll take that. I mean, bemusement's better than aggression, so I think I've done something to help.
Yeah, I'd say you're not really that well versed in sort of pig mannerisms, unless any of you are.
No, but I do. While he's doing that, I sneak over to his bacon sandwich, and I nonchalantly eat the bacon just to get rid of the evidence.
Love it. Jugs has got my back.
DB and Caster Troy, whilst this is going on, are you two going to do anything in particular, or you kind of just sizing up the situation?
I think while the dance is being performed, I'm going to try and very casually sidestep and see if I'm being tracked by any of the cannons.
You are not. The pigs and the military sort of cigar smoking pig, it seems to be the ringleader of this squadron. They were all very much training their turrets on Aussie Rob. So for the time being, you do manage to start sneaking to the side.
Yeah, I'll make a very casual progress towards the farm.
Okay.
While I'm not being observed.
Caster Troy.
I think I'd be standing back, not close to Aussie Rob, and maybe just observing the situation for the moment.
Okay.
I want to whisper loudly to my fellows. I wonder if one of those pigs is Old Man Hog.
There's the question.
Or somebody known as boss to his friends.
Yeah.
You do squint, you see on the tin helmet this pig is reading "boss" engraved inside it.
Jugs, put on your Daisy Dukes.
We're gonna strip mine this here Harris Follow farm. Okay, DB, are you sneaking inside of the farm, or are you going along the perimeter fence?
So what's are we kind of on a pathway up to a building?
Yeah, so you're at the very entrance of the farm. So you have the sign that says Harris Fallow Farm, like a sort of white wooden gate, very large, like one you can fit a proper vehicle through. And that sets you up on a path towards the red and white barn. There's like the farm holding to the side of it, and then of course a big grain silo behind all of that. So you can either go around the perimeter fence, which I'd say is about head height, just like a few wooden struts that go along like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can either try and sneak inside, or you can sneak around the perimeter and try and get around to the back. It's up to you.
I'll get around the back, try and see what I can see if there's any activity in the fields.
Okay. Could you roll a stealth check for me? Do you have stealth?
I do. I have a 14 stealth.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, so I've rolled a 45, but my dex is 7. Does that dex come off there?
Yes. So minus your dex. So that's the 38, I think.
Minus the 45. So with my dex, it was 47.
Okay.
The skill.
Okay. So you rolled just under. That was very, very fortunate. Yeah, you just get around the picket fence. You decide that going through the entrance at this stage, even with the distraction from Rob and Jugs, may be best to err on the side of caution. So round you go. As you reach the back, your closest building is the granary silo. And one thing you do notice around this area of the farm is a large petrol generator that's humming away. And next to the generator is a not very old man, actually. Pretty young looking guy. The pale blue dungarees, straw hat on, chewing a wisp of wheat. He's got a jerry can and he's just pouring gasoline inside the generator. And he hasn't heard you coming round.
And how far away am I from the rest of these guys?
So you're about 80 meters away from the rest of the guys at the moment. You've kind of gone in a L shape. Dump, dump.
I'm gonna screw it. I'm just gonna shout, "Old man hog!"
The guy just jumps. He drops a jerry can. Gasoline spills all over the floor. He goes, "Shit! Shit!" The nearest hog turret swings around and trains its plasma on you. And you hear this sort of and the barrel of the plasma turret start to glow.
Is there any cover?
All around you, there's like bushes and trees and things. There's like quite a large wooded area, like surrounding the farm. If you're quick, you might be able to run into it. Or
Yeah,
you can
I'll bop in,
or you can
find a tree. I'll go for the tree.
Okay. Just roll me a straight up dex check, please.
90.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll start proceedings.
Yeah, the rest of you all sort of watch as this hog turret swings around and starts firing off molten plasma at DB. Luckily for you, it doesn't hit because pigs aren't very accurate with those hooves.
Oh, who knew?
Hard to like get the trigger when you've got hooves,
Yeah.
you know.
They're just hooves.
Yeah.
Dig out.
So you sort of zigzag your way into the trees. One or two of them, like either side of you, start melting, just disintegrating from plasma. You feel that sort of that energy, that heat, just wash over you. But you are miraculously unscathed. You can still sort of hear the farmer going, "Shit, shit, shit." Just getting further and further away as you just pelt it into the woods. The three of you have just watched this happen. What do you guys do?
I don't want to just throw cordiality or the thought of peace right out the window, right off the rip. These guys have plasma cannons. I don't know that my beard can help us right now.
I'm wondering, what if I try to use my beard, which does have the power to slow down time, to allow us to flank the remaining 3 turrets?
I mean, each pick one and dash toward it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And I wonder if I step forward with my beautiful face and my Medusa beard, if the pigs will focus on me and something will miraculously happen.
Get their attention.
That might be a better idea.
I start waving and walking toward the plasma guns.
God, might be perfect. I hope.
You need to get your strut on.
Perfect or catastrophic.
Yeah, we'll just roll this right off of Castor Troy's face, so no story required. Yeah, roll and -9.
29 minus 9 is 20.
Ooh, nice.
Castor Troy steps forward, just sort of puts his hands on Jugs and Ozzy and just pushes them in the background. Somewhere in the distance, Ave Maria starts playing. And he walks forward. He looks majestic. Boss Hog opens his mouth and the cigar just goes far below onto the floor. And the pigs just let you go through the gate, Castor Troy.
So I wave for everyone else to follow me.
I follow him. I run.
Yeah, I'm very close behind.
I yell, "Come on, DB!" I don't know if you can hear me from there.
Yeah, run this way.
Can I hear anyone from my little woodland retreat?
It's not really. You're not really any sounds, but I'd say you can sort of hear the "Come on, DB."
Come on, DB!
But I will remind you that the pig that's trying to shoot you is not actually looking Castor Troy's way.
Yeah. I'll stick where I am and keep an ear open.
The three of you guys, Castor Troy, Ozzy, Rob, Jugs, as you walk into the farm, the farmer sort of rounds the corner, sees you, and cocks his head and then folds his arms. "Oh, what do you want?"
I'll tell him. Mateos sent us. He's down there at the hell's the name of that? Funland.
Ferris Hollow.
Ferris Hollow?
Ferris Hollow. He's down there at Ferris Hollow. He sent us to ask about food.
Mateus. I'm currently unable to honor our agreement to supply Ferris Hollow. I'm sure Mateus will understand.
He doesn't. He said you have a deal.
We did, but I'm unable to fulfill my end of the arrangement. Got a few things going on.
Would you mind elaborating?
Well, for a handsome son bitch like you, sure. Look, you may have noticed I've got a tightened security detail on my farm at the moment. Boss Hog keeps a real tight ship, so to speak.
It's a ship.
It's a farm, is what it is.
That intelligence is coming to the fore.
Well, you see, we've been having some visitations as of late.
Oh, he's with us.
Nighttime visitations.
Oh.
Oh, no, not us.
Not us. That wasn't us.
While you may be a visitation, you're not the kind that prevents me from honoring the agreement with Ferris Hollow. Keep up, boy.
Sorry, I'm not smart.
I'm taking notes. Hang on.
See, every night, these critters come out them woods. And these critters, they're some sort of spawn of Satan's or something. And they come in and they try to eat everything. And I don't know how many more waves that Boss Hog and the pigs can hold off anymore. They ain't the best of shots. And them critters is getting mighty bold. But tell you what, if you solve my critter problem, then I can supply Ferris Hollow again. Yeah.
I go like, I love tower defense.
I remember Newgrounds back in the day. Holy, I think I got myself to level 38 before I had to work. Sad times. There's a few rounds going off. It's mighty early for the critters. You boys got someone else with you?
Maybe.
Let me check one thing, but before I tell old Betsy to stop shooting. You're not here to rob me, are you?
No.
No. I'm just called Aussie Rob. I don't rob.
All right. He just sort of puts his fingers in his mouth and whistles, and the plasma rounds stop annihilating the trees. DB, you notice that the rate of fire just ceases.
Yeah.
Well then,
Put my hand out and sneak out.
And we go like, oh, weird, DB. That's weird. Hey, come here.
What a coincidence.
well, sneaking around the back, it's brave. Luckily for you, pigs are shit at shooting. Just telling your boys, I got a critter problem in those woods. Y'all clear them out? I'll sort out Ferris Hollow.
We can do it easily. We're really good at clearing out critters.
There is one other thing I might need you to do for me. See, the plasma towers are effective, but I'm real low on gas. And when that Jenny runs out of gas, them plasma towers ain't gonna work, you understand? Just so happens I know where y'all can go and get some gas for the Jennies tonight. Y'all ever hear of John Bovey Farm down the way?
Yes.
I think we're halfway there.
Well, I ain't got no steel horse you can ride, but Barnes there's got some gas. You run along and convince him to share, and first.
What if he's dead?
Oh, he ain't dead.
Do you want it whether he's dead or alive? That was a stretch.
Ain't no skin in my nose, boy. Just get me some gas so we can survive.
Okay. Hey, Ozzy's been eating BLTs, so he might have some gas. I mean, he hasn't.
Yeah, no.
Never mind.
He just pulls up 2 jerry cans and hands them over. Not that kind of gas. So, fellas, what's the plan?
I'm going to ask him if he's got some transportation. Can we? Well, I guess only if we need transportation.
He said he didn't have a steel horse, so
This is true.
Yeah.
What
we
about
need to get back by night, don't we? Before the critters
Back
come.
by nightfall.
what about some real horses?
Oh, hell yeah.
I would look good on a real horse.
You would. You
So
definitely
as long as it
would.
doesn't look at you, we'd be doing okay.
Yeah. I'm still trying not to look.
Well, I wouldn't quite call them horses, but I got transport.
Oh, shoot.
We're going to do like one of those jump cuts, like in the movies, like screen wipes across, and
Yeah.
all 4 of you are barreling towards John Bovey Farm.
Horse racing montage.
Yeah, horse racing, but with the 4 pigs from the towers.
I got the one with the cigar. I call the smoker.
Yeah, Boss Hog. Yeah, you're on Boss Hog Jugs. Who's riding Betsy?
Oh, yeah. That sounds like Aussie Rob would be a Betsy kind of guy.
Yeah, Betsy is still like firing dirty looks at you, DB, as she's galloping away. Do pigs gallop? No idea.
Trot, maybe?
Gallop stretch. They certainly run.
Yeah.
And I'm just shaking my head thinking how Nicolas Cage would never be caught on the back of a pig.
I feel like Nicolas Cage would make it work.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yes, we have Boss Hog, we have Betsy. We have Bessie. DB, Caster, any preferences?
Yeah,
as to
I'll get
Bessie?
Bessie, yeah. That's good.
Bessie, okay. And the last one is Banjo.
Sounds good.
Before too long, because riding on the back of a pig is a surprisingly fast mode of transport, you find yourself at John Bovey Farm. And the one thing you notice in the middle of this vast acreage is a blood red combine harvester.
I get a real weird sense in my guts looking at it.
It might be the BLT.
The fact that I've got bacon in my stomach and I'm riding a
Might be
pig.
the slow bacon that you had earlier.
There aren't any plasma turrets, you'll be pleased to hear.
Good.
No sign of any rival pigs on this farm. Just a small farm holding, as I said, many acres of just crops. And one very, very large blood red combine harvester. How do you guys want to approach this one?
Did he tell us a name of a contact here, or the farmer was
Old Man Barnes, isn't it?
Old Man
Barnes.
Barnes. He kind of had his career picked out for him, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Is there sign of people? I do want to look and see if there's any people, because my first instinct is, we could probably get some gas out of that combine, siphon it. We can figure that out.
Or we could drive it.
Or we could drive it with the gas.
Yeah.
I bet those things get pretty terrible mileage.
Details.
Luckily, I'm not smart, so I don't care about that factor.
I'm envisaging a sort of, we get the combine harvester and then sort of just go hell for leather back to Boss Hog's farm. That's my plan anyway.
Let me if I can interject that perception, just that look around. Is this place populated, deserted? What kind of are people running things?
It doesn't appear to be that busy. Like, you don't imminently see anyone about. The fields have already been sort of threshed by the combine. Whatever's been harvested has been harvested. They're not quite at the stage where they're replanting things. It's kind of that like between phase of a farm. Yeah, the house does look lived in. Like there's smoke coming from the chimney, so it seems like someone's in. Hard to tell from where you guys are. Sitting on the 4 pigs, like how many people are inside that building.
But it sounds like we could feasibly get to that combine without being seen and without setting off any alarms.
You could
Let's
try.
do it. Yeah, that's right. Is there anything laying about? Any crops laying about that I can just like give a carrot to Betsy as a peace offering?
The pigs are sniffing around, trying to uncover like anything they can find. There's not really any crops left, but they're quite happy chewing on the occasional weed, whatever else they can find. They're like the occasional bit of rotted fruit or vegetable. So yeah, the pigs are looking after themselves. Boss Hog has lit up another cigar and puffing the away.
Can't fire a plasma cannon, but he'll light a cigar.
Oh, yes. None of you saw him do it. No idea how he managed it or where he's keeping them.
This is the apocalypse. So.
Yeah.
Let's steal a combine.
Yeah.
Are we going to get low? Are we going to get low and crawl through the?
Not in this suit.
Yeah.
Not with these shoes on.
The rest of us are, but Castor Troy's just got to
walking
right. Just walking with his handsome smile and his Medusa beard.
Look at me if you dare.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, whilst the 3 of you are crawling up, soldier style. Okay. Which of you is going to attempt to steal the combine?
I want to try, but it's not going well.
I tell you what, whoever
gonna
feels
have
confident they have the best car or vehicle stealing story.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I've hesitated so far. I don't know what the statute of limitations is.
without incriminating ourselves.
Okay. I nominate Jugs because I think there's a damn good story here.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I will. The extent of my history, and I'm not going to talk about any kind of grand theft whatsoever. Not that I have any stories of that to tell. I don't. But largest vehicle I've driven is a bus. I think. I may have driven like a dump truck before. Nothing huge.
Oh yeah, I've driven a fire truck once.
Nice. I stumbled upon a digger with its keys in while I was drunk and played around.
Yeah, he's the man. Okay, DV's our man.
I'm just waiting for Jeff to one up all of you.
No, I can't beat that.
Okay. So we're going with the digger larceny, the bus driver or the fire engine?
I think the digger larceny.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's not too dissimilar to a combine, I guess. Yeah, let's say you've got a 53 in large vehicle theft.
Okay. 95.
Ouchie.
You picked the wrong guy.
I do need to know at this point, where is everyone else in proximity to the combine harvester? Have
Shit.
you all like let DB approach on his own? Have you gone with him?
Oh, I'm nearby.
Yeah.
Because I'd say right outside it is when we decided who's going to get in the cockpit.
Yeah. Yeah. Within a few meters, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, I
as
hope it
long as
doesn't
it's
blow
not
up.
as long as it's not too muddy, I'll be there with them.
So, one thing you all notice as you get nearer to the combine harvester is the threshers. I believe they're called the threshers. That
Sure.
the combine bit at the front is absolutely steeped with blood and bits of gore. You're not quite sure like what it's gone over, but this thing has run over a lot of non-plant material. The other thing you notice when you approach the combine harvester is a tally chart just scratched onto the paintwork.
Nice.
It's almost like you get those tribal warriors who scar themselves when they've made a kill, and they're just absolutely covered in these little marks.
Shoot.
Think of that, but apply it to a combine harvester.
Gosh, I wish I was smart. I want to examine. I'm definitely going to notice the blood, and it grosses me out, and I want to examine it closely and see if I can determine what kind of animal it was.
Yeah. Okay. Whilst DV is sort of climbing up the ladder to get to the cabin,
I'll stick my face right between two of the threshers. I don't really. I'm not. It's two, not one intelligence. It's two intelligence. I have two brain cells.
Oh my god! Roll me like an investigation check.
I'm standing there kind of like, you might not want to do that, but I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Sorry. Remind me. Investigation. D100.
Yeah, just do a straight D100. I don't need an investigation story at this point.
Okay. I got good perception. 26. That's a pretty decent
Okay.
roll.
It's a combine harvester. Like whatever that thing's going to go over, it's going to nigh on eviscerate and shred it. So it's hard to tell from just the lumps of flesh and meat where that's come from. Could be a pig, could be a human, could be anything. What you do see, like almost poking out of one of the sides of the whole threshing apparatus, is a bloodied, grisly human jawbone.
Does it have a beard on it?
It has the remnants, a few wisps of hair left over. Yeah.
I feel unsettled by this and the BLT.
Could be a mythical fifth beardsman.
One of our previous guests.
Yeah.
This is the point where DB jimmies open the door, and then the combine harvester's car alarm goes off.
Shit.
Which almost sounds like a truck horn going off, like. You hear the opening of the farmhouse door, and a stream of people run out of it.
Fuck.
There's like 10 of these people all wearing red robes with the hoods like pulled up over, so you can't really see their faces. And then the one at the front, who's
people can get in the cockpit? Is it just a one man?
you can get 2 people comfortably in the cockpit.
Hmm.
There's like ladders and enough of a platform around it where, like, if needs be, another 2 people could hang on to it. But yeah, the first person who comes out of the farmhouse is carrying a very, very large bloodied scythe. And this lead cultist puts the scythe in the ground and points at all of you, tilts their head back to the sky, and just sort of yodel screams into the air. And then all of these cultists sort of draw out smaller, like sickles, hand scythes, and they all raise them to the air and start sprinting towards the 4 of you.
Well, fuck.
Well, no, it's a
Get
Simon.
This is also the point, DB, where you notice there aren't any keys inside the combine harvester at this point.
I might do the same thing I did last go round when we saw a lot of insects coming at us. I want to stop their advance with my AK-47.
Oh yeah, I'd second that. I think it's
Before they start firing into the crowd or whatever, I'm gonna look to the sky and do that yodel call just like the head of the cultist did, and swing my pillowcase overhead and point at the assaulters.
Nice. I think we can call that like an intimidating roll. Like, cast the Troy, do a D100. Let's see how that intimidating that is. Whoever wants to shoot at these guys can also roll a weapon skill check. Let's do that all at the same time.
I rolled a 57. Do I get any skill subtraction from that?
No, we'll call that one a straight check, even though you're very handsome. Well, I suppose you're intimidatingly handsome. Yeah.
I suppose you're intimidatingly handsome.
Yeah.
That might be the phrase this go round.
You can take 9 off the roll.
All right, so that would be a 48.
Okay, nice.
Cool. Am I rolling
What did everyone else roll?
Is it D100?
D100.
I hit with my AK-47 with a roll of 20.
Nice.
I got an 18. My AK-47 skills are 50, so for whatever that's worth. Established last game. But 18, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Heck yeah, dude.
Wow.
We're about to lay these boys down.
Wow.
So,
Covering fire.
1, 2. You each have 2 successes. So, 1, 2, 3. Each of you roll 4 d8s.
Added up or?
Yeah. Roll a d8 4 times, added up.
12 total for me.
Okay.
25.
Did better than me.
Where are we? 20.
Okay. So as these cultists are rushing on, you guys just start spraying, and 3 of them just drop. Like their chests are just bursting open with bullet holes. And they start rolling forwards and then come to very, very slow stop. Caster Troy, 1 or 2 of them do hang back as you start yodeling.
Mm-hmm.
And the leader does look at you, I'd say quizzically. Like, it's quite hard to tell given they've got a sort of cowl on. But they're studying you with great interest. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative at this point, which is just a dexterity check.
Oh,
And this is highest roll goes first. So you can roll it and add your dexterity.
D20, D100.
I just
D100.
rolled a 0-1.
Oh my God, he fell off the combine, broke his neck.
No, high roll is good when you're doing dex.
41
Okay.
for me.
I got 79.
Ooh,
Okay, so
I think I rolled at 100.
Oh.
no, 100 is good for a dex check. That's fine.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
What's a 90 and a 0?
90.
Yeah.
Is it just 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need 2 zeros to get a 100.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that's
Steve,
my
you got
intelligence
100.
of 2 coming into play.
No, I got an 01. Like the perfect roll in the perfectly
In any
rolled
other game.
situation.
Yeah.
And every other turn.
Yeah.
That's me.
Castle Troy, what did you get?
Oh, me? I had a 46.
46.
Yeah, I think that's what I had. 46 or
All right. So, Jugs, you're going first. 7 cultists.
7 remaining?
Yep.
Does that include the leader?
Yep.
What's their distance?
They are rapidly closing. You've got time for one more.
One more
AK-47 burst.
I really just kind of want to mix it up.
You could meet their charge with a golf club, or you can do something
I
else.
could. Still more of them than there are us. I kind of wanted to split up, but I feel like that would just be a bad thing to do. Gosh, I don't want to just keep shooting this. Tom, I need you to rust our bullets. I need you to rust our guns at some point. This is game breaking. I'm firing at them. Why not? It's the best. It's the best thing I can do. I'm gonna try to lay them down and hope I hit the one with a key so that we can search their bodies once they're all good and dead.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. Roll a weapon skill.
Fuck. 87.
Yeah.
This is what I get for talking shit about my AK-47.
Your rounds sail harmlessly over there.
Damn it.
Aussie
Should hit him
Rob,
with a golf club.
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay, let me roll. 86.
You firing the gun?
Yeah. Oh, actually, the guns get a little bit hot, so I'm going to put it down for a minute and pull out the lint roller.
Meet their charge with a lint roller.
Time to wade in.
Go for it.
Time to wade in.
Let me roll on that.
You draw your lint roller, sling your AK to your back, and sprint. Roll to hit because you can close the gap.
Okay.
Gosh, I should have been there with you.
So that's 100 again. Okay, I guess I can.
Mhm.
Oh, just to improve it.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Take that.
yeah, like you meet the nearest cultist head on. It's not the leader, but I'll allow you to describe your kill.
I gotta think I thrust forward my lint roller. I just burst out his back with his heart pinned on my lint roller. No one's more surprised than me that it worked.
The cultist just hangs limp and effectively hugs you with his momentum, like woo. Very nice. It's the cultist's turn. There's 16 left. And they're all very surprised that you've managed to do what you've just done with a lint roller.
With a blunt weapon.
Yeah, they're so surprised that naturally will turn and flee, leaving the leader on his own. Wow. Yeah. Castor Troy. It's kind of just you and the leader now staring down each other.
I'm going to stride toward him confidently. He's got his cowl low over his head. I'm going to say, boy, you've got a panty on your head. Raising Arizona in 1987. And I'm going to pull out my pillowcase and go for a swing at his head.
Nice. I feel we need a sort of weapon skill story from Jeff Speight on this one.
Absolutely, we do.
Gosh, I haven't been in too many pillow fights in my life.
Excuse me.
A weapon story skill. You caught me off guard there. You know, I've been in a few scraps in my time. Nothing big. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big fighter. Every once in a while, when you're not a big guy and you're not a big fighter, you got to cheat a little bit. So, you know, use what you have at your advantage. And Castor would have seen his 10-pound weight that he worked out with every day when he was coming out of the house during the apocalypse, threw it in his favorite pillowcase, and just like I would have done, kept it at his side for a nice bludgeoning tool in case he got into a scrap.
Nice.
Pillow fight's a good analogy for that weapon.
Yeah, we would just call this a straight 50-50 chance. Come
on. 63.
You do take a swing. The leader brings up his scythe at just the right time, where he avoids his brains being splattered all over the floor. And the momentum of the weight just sort of wraps itself around his scythe several times. So in effect, he's standing there like this with his scythe and trying to wrestle it free, and you're holding on to the weight sack. Nicolas Cage's face is just beaming at this impromptu tug of war. And DB, it brings us to you.
So have I got time to drop my AK and pull my bow?
Yep.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to send an arrow between this cultist's eyes.
Ooh, right.
I've got a previous bow skill.
You do.
And here we go. And I miss. Drastically. 85.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because Castor Troy keeps weaving. You can't get a clear shot, and yeah, you whiff it. But it's your turn, Jugs.
I'm gonna take a note from Ozzy. And as quickly as I can, step in range, and I'm gonna smack the cultist somewhere in the head as hard as I can with a golf club.
You can roll a weapon skill, or if you've got a golf skill, you can use that.
My golf club skill is 40. I'm not
Ooh.
loving that, but it's probably accurate to life. So here we go.
Yeah.
25.
25.
25.
It'd be great if you rolled a 4. 25 is good. Yeah, that hits.
I'd rolled a 4. I'd take his head off.
Yeah, we'd stop at that point.
You can roll your damage.
I forget. Wait, let me see. Do I have that?
I think a golf club.
1d8 plus dex. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's going to be big. He said, rolling a 2. 12.
12, yeah. Oh.
It's about the same thing I rolled with a machine gun.
Yeah. You hit him hard. There's that sort of satisfying splash sound as golf club connects with face. And the leader just crumples onto the floor. Still breathing, but not really moving very much. And all of the other cultists have absolutely left it. So you find yourselves now with an unmoving leader.
Am I still stuck on the cultist? Have I got him off yet?
You're still there hugging him in the middle of the field. Your shirt is now very warm and wet with his blood.
Damn.
Heart still beating.
So, well, Do we take him with me, or do I try to get him off? That's the question.
What would Aussie Rob do?
Well, he's probably done enough as it is, but he'd dance.
Fancy a dance?
I've got a dance partner. What could I say?
Are you waltzing with a heartless corpse?
God, we're psychopaths.
I'd say why not? It's been a while since I've been able to express myself, so I think I'd like to have a little.
Surely this in itself is an anecdote to increase your dance skill.
I was about to say, if this doesn't increase your dance skill, then it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a permanent additional 5 points onto your dance skill.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it quite counts as dancing. Well, I suppose it does, in a way.
As long as it's like... Yeah,
I know
it's an Argentine tango or something creepy.
No. It was some Scottish dancing, reeling, if you will. So I was once at a very grand ball. You know, I don't know if anyone doesn't know, the real very sort of stylized, moves, and you go around and sort of very often you might be the men on one side, the ladies on the other, and you go around and sort of turn and join different partners. And as I was going through that, I was looking down, and 3 people down was Princess Anne coming up towards me. At which point I had that dawn of realization of, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to dance with, one of the royal figures. Still is, I suppose. But yeah, don't tread on her toes. I imagined at which point some MI5 guys would be jumping out of the pot plants and pummeling me to the ground, or a big red dot would appear between my eyes. So thankfully that didn't. It passed uneventfully, and I can say that I have danced with a real princess.
Wow,
dude!
Long time ago. Long time ago.
Thankfully, you left the lint roller at home that day.
Yes, that's it.
Very different.
Is that a lint roller in your pocket, or?
No, Mum. I'm just pleased to see you.
All right. Well, Aussie Rob is whirling around with the corpse. So, what are we doing with the combine harvester? And what are we doing with the farm?
I'm going to search the lead. I'm going to search the guy for keys.
Yeah.
You'll be pleased to hear that you find the keys on the twitching leader.
I'll go in search of gas. I'm feeling like there's nobody left here to harass me. I'll go and just have a look around the outsides of the buildings and
let's fill up these gas tanks.
Yep. After searching the farmland, you do find there is a cal or gas tank, in one of the barns there, and you fill up the jerry cans that were given to you. The question is, what's to become of the combine harvester? Are you going to leave it where it is, or would you like to take it with you?
Oh man, I think we need to take it back. Yeah,
we got to take it back
with us. Yeah, part of our arsenal against the critters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cultists of the combine harvester have been defeated. You have gas. You have a combine harvester. Where next for our party?
We're wearing sunglasses and it's night.
It is getting rather late, isn't it?
Now we got to get back.
Yeah. Are we gonna at the speed that this thing goes? Are we gonna get back before nightfall?
Debatable. It tends to top out at about 6 or 7 miles an hour. This one, it's a big ass combine harvester.
But that might be marginally faster than if we walk.
I was going to say, walking speed will not be much slower than that. I mean, that may be quicker than moseying speed.
We have the
Unless
pigs.
you go back on the pigs. Yeah, you go back on the pigs. I'll arrive fashionably late in a combine harvester, late just as I'm needed. Probably
That's fair.
roll terribly and drive through the building.
You can pony up Betsy the pig as you'll hop back onto your swine.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah.
Shooey. I don't know what to say.
He spits out the latest cigar stub.
Stewie.
You make your way back to the Harris Fallow farm. The pigs see you to the gate, and then they man their positions, or pig their positions, at the plasma turret. Old Man Hog very, very gladly accepts the jerry cans. But Castor Troy, he asks, "Where's your friend, the one who was in the woods earlier?"
Yeah, he's pulling up the rear and make sure we weren't followed back. So he'll be here and he'll be here shortly.
All right. Well, those critters going to be here soon, so we better get ready. You might want to make sure that your guns are loaded. He sort of takes a sawn-off shotgun from the back. I'm ready. Hawks are ready. I'll get the Jennies all fired up.
I'm ready.
We might just survive the night. If any of you are praying, fellas, now's the time.
Oh man, I'll be living on a prayer for a long time.
Castor, you'll just notice he looks at the pillowcase and kind of crosses himself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way every time I see Nicolas Cage.
Spiritual moment.
So with that, the generators are humming. The plasma towers are glowing. Whereabouts are the three of you standing? Where are you going to sort of congregate? Where do you want to defend the farm from?
Is there a barn or something? Maybe could we get up high?
Right. I was going to ask, what is their goal in the past when these things come in? What do they go for? Residents, the towers? I guess I could ask. I would ask him, but I don't know if my intelligence allows me to ask a question like that.
You can do.
I'm going to ask him. Yeah, I'll ask him what they attack.
Well, I used to have quite a few farmhands. Used to. They'll go for anything that moves. They just seem to like flesh.
Okay.
I seen him strip one of my boys. Not my actual boys. I don't have children. One of my farmhands. Stripped him to the bone like piranhas. I don't know what these things are, but don't take them lightly. Plasma's been scaring them off, but they're getting bolder. I think they're getting hungry.
Kind of feel like we need to stick together, but
Yeah.
Well, I'll be patrolling the perimeter. Any get too close, I'll blast them. The Hawks will pick off a few, but if they attack en masse, well, that's where I'm hoping you boys will come in. Hopefully your friend will be back soon. Just, whatever happens, make sure Boss Hog makes it out alive. He's a special boy.
hey,
He wheels away and goes and starts patrolling the perimeter.
I'm going to say, I'll be there for you.
So yeah, the three of you guys, where are you going to sort of patrol or make your final stand?
Well,
I want to get behind Castor somewhere. I trust his beard.
Yeah. Well, that sort of beam of handsomeness is sort of like almost direct that like a floodlight to repel the bugs.
Okay.
Is there a path from the woods that would be obvious for them to have to come up to get onto the property, or like a path of least resistance?
The woods are slightly elevated from the farm, so the way you're kind of seeing it, that they probably just cascade. It's not really like one path of least resistance, more like a grassy bank which leads up to the woods.
Okay.
You're not quite sure whereabouts they're going to come from, but the woods kind of circle 3/4 of the farm in almost like a U shape.
So front and center is probably as good as any.
Okay. So you've got Jugs behind you. Cowering, standing.
I'll be standing. I'm like off his left shoulder or right shoulder. I
Okay.
guess I'm off his left shoulder because I'm a lefty, so I don't want to interfere with if I have to start swinging a weapon.
Okay. Aussie Rob?
Yeah, I'll hang out on the right.
Take the right flank.
I finally got the cultist off my arm, and I've got all my full dexterity back.
Okay.
So,
And I'll fix my flawless hair and pop my collar a little bit. I'm ready to go.
DB, you are driving along the sort of farm track towards Harris Follow, and to your left is woodland, and out of the corner of your eye you start seeing sort of large cat-like shapes, like four-legged beasts just flitting. They're not quite close enough that they're coming out of the woods yet, but you see them moving through the trees, and these things are quick. They all seem to have like 2 tentacles that spring out their shoulders, which are streaming behind them. They look a little bit like sort of jaguar, puma kind of things. Just
Fucking
Displacer beasts.
displacer beasts.
Bingo. Is there anything in particular you want to do, or you just want to get that combine there as quickly as possible? Like, what's DB doing right now?
How many am I seeing? Is it like hundreds or a few?
There's a point where you stop counting.
so
Two, if it were me, because I can't get any higher.
And how far away am I from the farm?
You're gonna get there maybe a tiny bit after nightfall, but not too late where you don't need to abandon the combine. You're gonna make it.
Yeah. If possible, I'll just keep my lights off, keep it dark, and just nail it to the farm.
Okay.
I mean, do they even have combine harvesters?
I think they do have lights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
surely.
Yeah.
Some have
They-
tinted windows and a radio, and
I was going to ask, if there's a radio, surely Davey might have some tunes playing.
by what artist?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
There is a CD player that you notice in the passenger well.
It's got subwoofers on it.
Well, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to launch whatever there's in there, but not until I get back into the safety zone.
Tom,
I'm
can
gonna
I use
allow
my
you- Yeah.
my Cthulhu beard to whisper to DB distantly?
Yeah. Sure.
Telepathically, almost.
Tell it-
What are you
so-
whispering
yeah.
exactly?
So I guess my whisper has to bounce off an eldritch horror to DB, like it's the satellite. I'm going to tell it to tell him that if he can flank these things, or like if he can hammer, we're the anvil type shit, like we're holding him down.
Yeah.
He arrives. I don't want to say in a blaze of glory, but something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, I'll try and remain not too obvious until
Okay.
I can get behind. Put the lights on, hit the music.
Okay. So firstly, I'll allow you to choose which CD you find in the glove box you're going to play. You don't have to tell us yet for your arrival. But you feel this sudden feeling of existential dread in the pit of your stomach, and you feel your eyes just turn around to face the back of your skull, which is very uncomfortable. And you just peer into this endless void, and there's an indescribable presence like before you. This Lovecraftian demon, but it also looks a little bit like Jugs at the same time. Jugs, relay your message.
I'm trying to say hit him in the rear without it just being.
Might be a little bit more specific. That could be
Right.
misinterpreted.
Gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank on all my military experience as far as issuing commands, and this goes really well with my intelligence of 2. I'm going to tell him, yeah, the message is, hey, how's it going? It's going pretty good for us. Looking kind of grim. Stomach feels kind of weird right now. Hope your stomach feels good. Anyway. We'll try to stop him. If you can hit him from the rear, we have a chance. Over and out.
Your eyes just face around to the front again, and that existential dread dissipates.
Nice.
You may make of that message, DB, however you will. At this stage, there's a shriek from the woods for those of you at the farm, and DB, you can hear this from the cabin as well. This horrible primal scream of hunger and rage. Boss Hog and the pigs, all of their plasma towers, face towards the woods, and they instantly start firing. You see trees felled or trees melted, and the occasional scream of pain, but the beasts, the critters, start coming, and there's a lot of them, like an ant swarming down the bank towards you. Castor, Troy, Aussie Rob, and Jugs. What are you guys going to do?
Well, I think we have to stand our ground right where we are, and maybe you guys. I don't know if you guys have the AK-47s out and start laying some fire or whatever.
Suppressing.
but-
Yeah.
Maybe just start laying down a bit of lead.
Yep. I feel like that's the best move.
And Castor, Troy, what are you doing?
Well, taking a page out of the book from the cultist, I'm gonna yodel into the air and swing my pillowcase, prepare the party for war, and just wait for my opportunity.
Okay, nice. Aussie Rob and Jugs do weapon skills. Castor, Troy. I don't know. Are you doing this to intimidate the enemy or to?
I'm rallying the troops.
Running the okay.
Yep.
So yeah. Give me your best rally the troops roll.
94.
Ooh.
Damn. It's okay. I got an 11.
I hit myself in the head with the 10-pound weight.
Despite my 11. If it had been 95, it would have been even way worse, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2. Can't see it.
Wow. So you each have 3 successes because it's a 3-round burst weapon. So 2, 4, 6 D8s from both of you.
68.
Aussie Rob, you can have 1 bonus action because you rolled so well. So you can fire the weapon again, or you can do something else.
I'd like to see if my beard's been a bit lacking in action so far, so I'd like to maybe see if I could use my beard, which for casters probably know where my beard has the power to slow down time, sort of Matrix style, and see if we could use that to our advantage in some way.
It will slow down time for you. I think perception of time in this scenario is going to be the same for everyone else.
Okay.
So you be able to move more quickly.
Well, and then we're still facing quite a large number, aren't we? So,
yep.
What could I do? Yeah, because if I go on my own, that may not be the best idea. So maybe we'll shelve maybe the beard needs to just pipe down and bide his time. Because
maybe hold it until we're hand to hand if it comes to
that. That's what these guys sound like they're a bit too far away for that to be effective just now.
Okay. That's fine. Roll your damage, guys.
I got a 19.
19.
I was 34.
Nice. Ooh. Yeah, you guys start hosing down these displacer beasts very nicely. They are now at the fence. A few of them have been melted by the pigs in the plasma. And because you've got the generators running, then yeah, the plasma keeps firing, which is actually stemming the tide a little bit. At this point, you hear some music approaching quite slowly. DB, you just describe to us your entrance with the combined body harvester, please.
So, breaking from tradition, I arrive from behind the woods, the sound of Flight of the Valkyries, full blast, headlights on, lights beaming through the tree trunks, and hammer anvil smash the remaining beasties, hopefully.
Nice. I mean, between the plasma turrets, which you guys got up and running, Old Man Hog picking off the occasional displacer beast, the constant spray of AK-47 fire, and Castor Troy yodeling towards the sky as all of this is going on. The beasts are soon felled to the last of them.
One hell of an entrance, DB. I like it.
The combine body harvester effectively becomes a wood chipper as arterial spray and chunks of meat just scatter everywhere. And unfortunately, there's no tractor with a lorry behind it to catch all of the mulched displacer beast that's coming out. So you effectively just do a nice little red square, red pinkish sludge all the way around the perimeter as you mow them all down, DB. And the very last displacer beast tries to scrabble over the fence. Castor Troy, it's scrabbling towards you. Would you describe how you deal with this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Ozzy Rob. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Look at me, son. I'm the only one that can save you." Ghost Rider 2007. And I'm gonna turn, and I'm gonna use my Medusa beard and whatever that does, and if you need to follow up with a smash my my pillowcase, I'll do that after.
You could describe exactly what happens with the Medusa beard pillowcase combo.
So I look at the beast. The beast looks at me, and as you would expect from a Medusa beard, even though I've got these amazing good looks, the displacer beast turns to stone, and I walk up to him with the pillowcase and just smash him into 1,000 pieces with the 10-pound weight.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Old Man Hog sinks to his knees, and Boss Hog bounds down from the plasma tower, and the two embrace. It's the most beautiful goddamn sight you guys have ever seen in the apocalypse.
It's
never
so,
seen
it looks
it
wrong,
cry.
but feels so right.
Yeah.
I cry a little bit.
The swine tears are flowing so much that his cigar is extinguished. And yeah, after some 5 minutes of this, old man Hog just goes, "Thank you, boys. I thought the next wave would wipe us out, but we made it. And maybe give me a few days to hire some more help again, or teach the pigs how to harvest crops, and we'll get your town supplied again. You all did a good thing today." And with that, him and his hogs, they all retreat into the barn. And if you want to, you can stay the night, or you can go back and tell Mateusz the good news. But that is perhaps for another day. I think we'll call the session there.
Very, very satisfying.
Awesome.
Wow. That was bloody. That was really bloody.
DB, I appreciate you not playing John Bon Jovi in that.
It had to break. It would run out of quotes eventually.
I thought it might have been some Terminal Sun, but
Hey, I thought it might be metal too. Listen,
Yeah.
I was looking. I was going to see if I could find out that they're resistant to petrification. I wanted to throw a wrench. I probably wouldn't have said anything till after the session, but I was just seeing if they were
Yeah.
resistant.
Are they?
No,
Yeah.
not by anything I found at a glance.
I don't want any angry DMs from people.
No, actually,
well, thank you for
Man, that was fun. Thank you guys. Jeff,
Thank you.
Castor Troy was
Thank you.
a great character.
yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And thank you to Nicolas Cage for
Yes.
for all he's done tonight.
If you're watching
like-
Nicolas Cage, please don't sue.
You did a lot of heavy lifting. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Purely out of love.
Yeah.
I'd love to
But
see
yes,
more of him.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Whether you've watched live at any point or on catch up, it doesn't matter. Like, it means the world to us. But yeah, please do check out everyone's books. My book, The Corsair, should be out this year. Jeff Speight's trilogy is out now. Violence and Vigilance by David List is also out now.
Callous and Grove by Mr. DB Rook also out
Brooks,
now.
Callous and Crow.
Yeah, it's over there.
These are all bloody good books, people.
Yeah.
Read them.
Yes, must read them all. Very good. That's
But
your homework.
yeah,
Read all those books.
Jeff,
Read all
for
those.
people watching, tell us where to find you, a little bit about your sort of overview, elevator pitch of the trilogy, the Archives of Vivelium.
Yeah, so it's it's very much a throwback to the dark fantasy that I grew up loving, and so hopefully put a new spin on that with some new archetypes and breaking some of the tropes from back in the day. And I threw a lot into the story. I'm really happy with the way it came out, and I think each book kind of levels up from the one prior and delivers a really fun finish. So hope people check it out.
No, they definitely do. I agree. I endorse that message.
Thanks, Charlie.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks, guys. That was amazing. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did as well. And all of you watching, have a great night. And we're back on Friday next week with PL Stewart.
Oh,
Yes.
that'll be fun.
Pinnacle of Literature, Stewart.
For sure. Well,
that's a panel,
thank you.
not an RPG, but yes.
Oh, and thanks, Tom. Thanks for the thank you for that. Thanks
Yeah.
for the mission,
Thanks
as
for-
always.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Mastering our chaos as always. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Good idea.
were there going to be pigs? Did you know that pigs would be manning the plasma? No, you didn't.
Literally, I just called it Combine Body Harvester, and that was it. I just wanted to see what would happen.
You're welcome.
It's awesome.
All right,